2023 USA Cycling Gravity Mountain Bike National Championships held in Ride Rock Creek up outside of Hendersonville, North Carolina. The track would be the Cat 2 track that we've been racing for the sneak peek as well as the Downhill Southeast race this year. Most of the track was the same except for a new fresh loam section towards the end where they split the Cat 1 Pro track off from the Cat 2 track, and then we would exit through our own gate. So practice went off without a hitch. Conditions were great. It was nice to be out of Florida and out of the heavy humidity. And while there wasn't as much practice as you normally might have for a Downhill Southeast race, I already knew the track, and so it was pretty straightforward and things were going pretty well.
GoPro, stop recording.
The weather had been really nice, and it did show a few showers each afternoon. However, on Friday, we were scheduled to start racing at 1:30. It was already starting to sprinkle, and as we got up to the top,
too late to put on my mud
all
tires now.
queued up and waiting in line, which we had been very fairly warned by USA Cycling that there would be no there'd be no exceptions if you weren't on time and if you weren't in place. And so as we were up at the top, it began to rain, which is fine. I'm used to racing in rainy conditions. That's usually the way it goes. But then the thunder and the lightning started, and as we all kind of either fled down the hill or huddled up under the actual start gate there, we started to notice that our USA Cycling representative had actually dipped out and didn't really give us any instructions. So at some point we could see that another shuttle had pulled up, and it was time to head back down the mountain and hopefully figure out if we would be able to race today. And so I don't like lightning. If you've ridden with me, or if you've asked my opinion, when I hear lightning, I'm out. I don't particularly, feel comfortable out in the lightning. I don't think anybody should really feel comfortable, but we scooted on down the hill.
Like, he should not be in that category.
I was on this because I was going to come.
Yeah, I know.
So we weren't able to really get much information. I think USA Cycling was trying to figure things out. And so we just kind of sat around, and then eventually things cleared up, and we got the announcement that we would head back up the hill around 3 o'clock, and we had about 15 minutes to get queued back up and start to race.
This is where I go. If I get a little past that, I will go very slow. Alex, you're in luck. I'm in the shit. I'm not stretch this shit. Here you go, buddy.
German? Yeah.
Thank you, bros.
Oh, Jerry, let's go, let's go. Oh.
We got 2 minutes in front of him, or where we go? You have 15 seconds. Now? Yes. We have 3 minutes. 10 seconds. You sure? Mm-hmm.
We'll follow start, finish, last rider on course is rider 17 in red, 17 red.
You have about 20 seconds. Okay.
Okay.
You have 10 seconds anytime after 5.
Okay, we're rolling. We're out of the booth. There was some rumbling and thunder in the background, and all I could think about is, let me get down this mountain and get this run done. So this was kind of an interesting race for me. Coming out of Sugar, I had my fork blew up and basically my body was kind of blown up as well. So I was having a lot of issues with my right leg. It was, I think, kind of a combination of maybe some muscle strain as well as a combination of just 2 back-to-back races. So, you know, my goal for this season was to race all the downhill Southeast races, and here we are. I got two downhill Southeast races left in the season, and I'm pretty worn out. I think I'm kind of burnt out, and my body is sort of starting to expose some weaknesses. So I had about a month between Snowshoe and this race. I had gotten an Airbnb months before, but I actually hadn't registered for the race until about a week out. I had some problems with my bike, I was dealing with my leg, and I wasn't able to actually start riding my trail bike until about 2 weeks before this race. I put in a few hard rides, figured I could do it, and got registered for it. And my goal really was just to complete the race. I didn't want to mess up my leg any further. I felt like it was starting to heal, but I wanted to come, see friends, have a good time, put down a decent ride. Was definitely planning to play it safe, and that's what I did. And so, you know, unfortunately it was a little extra slippy on the my race run, but you know, I've been on this course before. Interestingly, the way that USA Cycling makes the categories for this race, they chop it up quite a bit. Normally there's anywhere from, I would say, 10 to sometimes as many as 20 people in my category, and they actually chopped it up quite a bit. I think there were 6 different categories, or yeah, 6 different categories for what would normally just be one category. So it was actually just Jerry and I in this first group for this category. So since it was just me and Jerry in this first group, you know, I was here to have fun. I want to be super healthy going into the last 2 downhill Southeast races. So I just tried to put down a nice smooth run, played it safe, and this is kind of an interesting new loam section. They used to bring the Cat 1 and Pro Track together so that we all went through the same exit gate, and so they made this new loamer section here. Got pretty slippy with the weather, and I actually ended up getting pulled into a tree and had a little, just a minor slide out. I think I put a foot or 2 down in here, but unfortunately it bent my derailleur and I got a lot of mud clogged in there, and so I pulled my chain and I wasn't able to actually pedal or clear the jumps, so it kind of created a lackluster finish.
49, we have Sean Yukowski in first, followed by David Lamond in second, and Eric Hockenberry in third. And Sean Herman just coming through in the second.
I only went down about 3 times.
I didn't go down at all.
Good job.
Laid the fastest overall.
Good job, Ray. Good job. How'd you do?
I think I got second.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
I'm worried about my head.
Nah, I freaking.
Brown.
And your winner today from Wexford, Pennsylvania, Titus LeMay. Hockenberry, Dave Lamont, and Sean Yukowski. Next, second place out of Tallahassee, Florida, it's Sean Herman. And your winner out of Greer, South Carolina, Jerry Mayu. All right, guys, Sean Herman and Jerry Mayu. got to keep it close to make it into the quarterfinals. He's going to do just that.